All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. The first thing I want you to notice is that the data has already been put in, and it's been put in a specific way. So you're going to tell your partners to first put in all of the tasks, and there's probably about 10 tasks. They'll name them according to what each task is. When you put the dates in, I want you to notice that once you start to put a date in, say for instance like June 5th, it will automatically format it for the date. So just go ahead and continue along in that manner. They will add the duration, and then when it comes to the actual end date, you can either key it in, they can either key it in, or they can use adding in the sum of B2 plus C2 to come up with the end date. That's the first step. After that, we're going to actually create the Gantt chart. So the first thing you're going to do to create the Gantt chart is actually create a chart. So you click on chart. Notice my cursor is in E2 right now. Okay? All right. So I'm going to go to charts, and we're going to use a bar chart, a stacked bar chart. Now, we've got a bar chart. It's not exactly how we want it, so we're going to adjust it accordingly. The first thing you want to do is notice that they're out of order. They're not out of order, but they're in reverse order. So we're going to go ahead and click on the vertical axis category. Actually, we're going to double click. I take that back. We're going to click once to select it, and then right click and format axis. You're going to go up to where it says scale, and you're going to select scale. In scale, under label distance from axis, you're going to add a check mark under categorizes in reverse order. Now you'll notice 1 through 10 in the way it would actually happen in your project. You'll notice that our dates, the next thing we want to do is we want to get rid of something. So we're going to click in the chart and go up to select. We want the start date, we want the duration, but we do not need the end date. So we're going to go ahead and remove that date. And here you'll see more of what the dates are. I'm going to pull it out a little bit just so we can see the dates a little better and make it a little bit longer as well. Now, the next thing we want to do is we really don't need all of these here. So we're going to click on it, and we're going to double click. We're going to go to fill, and under fill, instead of automatic, we'll select no fill. And now you'll see there's no fill. But now we have all this empty space to the left and to the right. We don't want our dates starting in March because our project starts on April 20th. So what we're going to do is change these dates. But it's very interesting how Excel works with the dates. They're really a number. So we're going to copy this one date down here, and you will see there's April, and then we're going to copy the end date, and we're going to place that here. We will be getting rid of these. Whoops, excuse me, wrong date. June 7th. Okay. Now, what we're going to do for these dates is we're going to find their numeric value. So I'm going to select this particular one. It happens to be B15 for me. I'm going to click on home, and then under number, where it's got date, I'm going to choose number. And there's the number for that date. I'm also going to do the same here and click on number. So this is my lower minimum number and this is my maximum number. At this point, I will go ahead and click here to select the dates. I will right click and select Format Access. And again, I'm going to go back up to scale. The minimum number I'm going to select here is 42,480. And the maximum number is 42,528. And I'm going to have them put in major units of 7, like a week. So I'll click OK, and here you have it, starting on the 20th of April and ending here in the 7th of June, which happens to be one day before the next ticker. Now, the other thing you will do is you're going to want to change the actual quick chart format and actually put a header on it. So you might want this one, let's say, click on it, and then change this to Gantt chart. Excuse me, you just want to click in there and then take that out and type in Gantt chart. And here you have your Gantt chart, which you really even don't need this here. You can make it larger and you can even move it into its own area. And that's how you create a Gantt chart in Excel.